We're on the road again. We're off to Switzerland, 2 silver WDF ranked events, and it was a late entry for us, so a little bit more expensive than usual in order to get the trip in. But I went over again with Zach Thornton Darts, and it was an early morning flight as usual. These kind of things. It was leave at 1 a.m, so it's just a couple of hours sort of nap before heading down to London Heathrow, drop the car off, do all the bits that you need to do, and then we headed over to Switzerland. It was a late entry, like I said. The cost is available over on TikTok if you want to know exactly what sort of it costs us to take this trip. All the costs and breakdown over there. But we got there. Nice area. There wasn't a lot in the area, wasn't too much to do. Our hotel you'll see in the distance there. We found a dartboard in this sort of bar venue to the side here, which we was planning on making some TikToks in, but we never seemed to find a time when it was open, when we was available. So got to the room, usual problem, same problem, the problem we always get. Why every time that we go to Europe do me and Zach seem to get this glass door shower in the middle of the room next to the bed? Not only that, we also had the mirrors, so you got a full 360 degrees of your mate coming out of the shower naked. Brilliant. Now, I'm sure you didn't come to hear about me or Zach getting out the shower naked. I don't think that's what this video was about for you. But if it is, then congratulations. It's all about the darts and getting the case ready in the morning. Very important. Putting my kite flights in. And also getting some stretchers in. Now, as I've been going to the gym recently as well, getting a bit of strength and conditioning working, you may see I've lost a bit of weight as well, lost a stone in total, which is paying off, and really taking that nutrition a little bit more serious as well at the moment, getting those slow release carbs in throughout the day. The other thing that we've done in regards to the preparation and feeling good for this event is getting a new darts shirt, and this is the shirt I'm going to be wearing for all of the events, as a fantastically modelled here by the now slimmer looking. Oh, and by the way, that's out the toilet, so that we've got to get that door closed. Nice little logos and patches throughout the shirt, on the sleeves, transponder on the front of the shirt now, which is sending out and emitting that signal all the way through the shirt, which waves through the back and waves through that test card in the evolution of the test card design, which is absolutely stunning, as fantastically modelled there by on-screen Matthew Edgar. Really, really nice design, really nice shirt, and I do have some of these available. If you like this shirt and you'd like it yourself, I've got it available in sizes from small to 2XL. And I'm happy to ship these worldwide. So if you are watching this video and you think I'd like to get myself one of those new Matthew Edgar shirts, they are available. They are £40 plus postage. Postage is different depending where you are based. These are the postage prices. They literally are the cost. It's ridiculous, isn't it, what postage costs these days? But we always send it out tracked to ensure that your item is protected and that you can follow it. Brilliant. Well done, camera. Great timing. Brilliant. Just auto-focused, fantastic. Anyway, but yeah, we always send it out track delivery as well, so we can always give you those tracking codes as well with the postage. So £40, a couple of ways you can order these. One, you can use the PayPal Me link, which is available in the description of this video. Just click on that, and then you just type in your address, the size you want, and then obviously the price of what it is regarding the postage on the shirt. Or you can just drop us an email on the email address below, let us know which type of shirt you'd like and your address, and we'll respond with the required details for that. But yep, they are available if you want to support me in regards to getting one of the new Matthew Edgar shirts. And on the sleeves are QR codes, which if you scan the shirt will take you directly to Edgar TV, so you can share it nice and easy with your friends. Great idea. Off to the venue, and it was an Uber down because the weather wasn't too good, but just look at that shirt again there, and very, very subtle product placement there from Edgar with the matching darts case that will be coming out in the near future. Look at that, so subtle, can hardly even see it there. Brilliant work, Edgar. Just keep that hidden. It's a very subtly display it in. But first of all, let's take a look at the venue itself. So 32 dartboards and really, really good spacing. Really good space between the boards. Look at the tablet. That's something I really want to point out. Look where that is. The space for the marker. Sometimes when you're marking these games, you hate it because it's so close to where it is. Darts flying everywhere. Good space for the marker. 32 boards, 16 and 16. Plenty of space between the boards and plenty of space between the board and the railings. Plenty of place within the playing zone. Streaming board between the two. Good lighting. Good dartboards. Nice fixed firm raised ocky. fantastic conditions, really, really good. Switzerland did a great job on this, and you can't knock any part of that aspect of them. Really, really good. The one thing, if I had to say, as an improvement, would just be to look at maybe some tables for people to put their darts cases on, and a bottle of water for when they're playing, so they have to keep dropping them on the floor. But over to the games and over to my darts, and my first game was against Alex Williams of Wales, a player I've sort of bumped into before, and I think it was in Scotland I watched him play. I think I was marking his game and putting a good performance that day, and I knew that he was a bit of a player, and I knew I had to sort of be on my game. I also got a bit of a nod as I was walking over. A player not to be named says, "Is that who you're playing, Matt?" I says, "Yeah." It says, "Just watch yourself here, because he can play." And I started off pretty well, 14 dart leg, which really sort of settled me into the day. Second leg, I took out a 1-4-2 finish and ended up going on to win that game. Running at 98 average for most of it, it only came down in the latter part. Next game, picked up another victory here, and again playing quite good, finding a lot more trebles, doubles going out a lot quicker than they have been. I did mention I'm using kites now, and all that work starting to come through, which I have been doing in recent times. I came up against a player here from Greece in round number 3. Again, good game, really good game, and I had to pull out a big leg at 3-all before going on to play Liam Mandel-Lawrence, the German, on the streaming board. And I did go down in this one. I went down 4-3. This was a big drop-off in performance for me, though, in regards to where I'd sort of been for the rest of the day. And, well, maybe just one too far on that day, but I was really happy with how I played here, and you can look on Darts Connect and see all those sort of averages and stats. A lot of the time I was over that 90 mark. My daily average with that last game pulled down to just under an 86, which I'm quite happy with that at the moment in regards to the building blocks and the things that I'm putting in. The strength and the conditioning work that I'm doing down at the gym is really paying dividends. Not just in the fact that the weight loss, but the fact in which I've been able to shrink my dart flight down again. If you've been following me for a while, you know I used to play with slims, then it was kites, and then standards, and now I've gone back down to kites. The dart is flying through the air so much nicer, and I am really encouraged. One of the things that's really encouraged me, as you know if you watch this channel, is the fact the World Masters has come back, and that for me is an event that I'm really keen on getting ready for. So I've got 2-3 months. So at the moment, that's all it is. This is all preparation and building towards that. But on day 2, it got a little bit better. Jimmy Van Ski picked up the title though on Saturday, and he was still celebrating into the early hours of Sunday, and I mean the very early hours, but why not? He's young, he's talented, he's enjoying life. This is a player that is going places. I'm really impressed with him. Seen him a lot down at the Super Series, and we're going to see a lot more of him for sure. My darts again, I was quite happy. The averages weren't quite as strong, but the performances was good in regards to the timing and the things that I was doing right throughout the day. I did peak with an average here as well of 95, which, when you look at what I have been doing recently, to be putting more averages in the 90s is a real big progress. And again, the running average for the both days, with all the games I played, with the highs and the lows and everything included within that, was around about the 84.5 mark, which means I'm back within that 6 visits, so I'm going to be competitive again, and I feel competitive. I felt good. I felt like I could win. I thought I was going to go and win the title. I was really starting to feel like my old and feel competitive. That's the main thing. Believe that I could do it. Getting to the last 16, this is where you start running into all the other seeds. And this time, again, Liam Mandel-Lawrence, because that's how our seeding went together. And on this occasion, I was able to get the better of Liam, picking up the victory by 4-1. Moved me into the quarterfinal stage, where I played Brian Raman, a player who will make Lakeside regardless of how he does it. He's far too good not to make it. Recent tour card holder, and I was delighted to pick up a 4-0 victory there against Brian, because he is a quality operator, is the Belgium. I wouldn't be surprised seeing him back on the PD Tour as of next year, or the PDC Tour, should I say. Semi-final, good points on the board though at this stage, and, well, it was Stefan Belmont, Switzerland's number 1. And I went 3-1 up. I took out a 12 dart leg to get me that 3-1 lead. And then weren't able to get over the line. Lost it 4-3. Maybe just that little bit of recency in that sort of situation just helped Stefan Belmont in that situation. It was a semi-final for me. Points on the board. Medal. Bit of cash. happy enough with the experience there. Them points will really work well for me in regards to keeping me currently within those lakeside places and keeping my hopes alive of making that lakeside debut later on this year. So real successful trip, a last 16 and a semi-final. I do feel though that I let this one slip away. I think this is one that I possibly could have won and picked up a silver ranked event, and obviously not only that but all those points and everything that comes with it, which would have one, guaranteed my lakeside place, and number two, it would have put me maybe in those seeding positions as well. Still plenty of events to go. The real encouragement that came from this event for me is the fact I've put a late entry in now to go to the England Open this coming weekend. So I'm going to go to another 2 events because I really do feel encouraged at the way it's going. I'm also meeting up with Kevin Painter this week to have some practice. So a real inspiring. I hope that you can hear it in my voice how sort of excited I am at the moment at this sort of I'm not going to overdo it and push it too hard too quick, but there's some real progress here in regards to the feeling of the dart in the hand, the flight of the dart through the air. There's so much to go on here. When you think 2 months ago, I didn't even know if I would be able to continue this because Iceland was so poor for me. A couple of other things that I want to put out of this video. So I did point out yesterday, I did put a video out, and I received this message in the comment section. Now, this one, I found a little bit disappointing. I found this one disappointing because me shaking the marker's hand before and after the game shouldn't be something that stands out. This should be something that is a given. So any young players that are watching this, take some advice at this moment. When you go up to a board, especially a streaming board, a stage board, where there are staff that are standing there, or these guys were standing there for 9-10 hours, calling darts, most likely for free. Greet them. Hello. Shake hands. Shake hands with the caller. Do it after the game. Always show the respect to those people that are putting on these events for us, because without them, there's no events. So always greet the people that are doing this so that you can do what you want to do, which is play darts. And I can tell you Switzerland did an amazing job. Just some small little tweaks. I would say it's one of the best events I've been to in regards to organisation. 16 match boards, then you had 16 practice boards, and then the 16 practice boards slowly went down. So it went to some women's boards and practice boards, and youth boards, women's boards and practice boards. So as the event went on and you didn't need as many practice boards, they dwindled down the amount of practice boards. And there were 6 practice boards as well behind the stage. So what I said about that video when I did in Scotland, I said about staggering the event. Switzerland did it. Fantastic. Big plus to you guys. So I would say this is up there with Iceland in regards to organisation and facilities. Certainly the best one I've been to in Europe. So big plus there. So if you're looking at going to an event next year, I highly recommend Switzerland. The other thing is it's very close to the airport, so you're not going through the country, getting loads of Ubers and trains and things. You literally land, the hotels are there. It's all within walking distance if you don't mind walking a mile or 2. So again, really good, and it keeps those costs low as well in regards to those transports. If you want to know exactly what the cost was, as I mentioned earlier, it's available on my TikTok. Please do go and follow my TikTok if you've got a TikTok account. Even if you don't want to watch my content, once I get to 10,000 followers on TikTok, it allows me another monetized opportunity, which means more videos and more content and more opportunities to get out there, travel, and put some more darts content on for you. So even if you're not looking at watching it, do me a favor, just go pop me a follow there over on TikTok. Hope you have enjoyed this video. The road to Lakeside is well and truly on, and it's not just the road to Lakeside anymore. It's now the road to the World Masters coming up in October. I want to be competitive in that. I don't just want to turn up. I want to be challenging for that title, and the work will continue from here. This is a positive weekend. Catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.